Yeah, I think that's a really good, important point because the last thing you want to do is just kind of try to put love on top if there's real fear there. I'll talk about the female body right now because there's this unique vagus nerve connection with her sexual organs, which means that, for instance, if she's in a sexual situation and she wants to, like, okay, I'm just going to love, I'm not going to feel fear. Well, it doesn't work like that because the way that your body responds, it will respond in a fear shutdown state if she doesn't feel safe, right? And the thing is, your body will detect the feeling of safety before you can even analyze it. So, and has to do with polyvagal theory. Stephen Porges, he did a lot of work on the vagus nerve and how we are adapted as humans to feel connected through closeness, through physical closeness, through emotional closeness with our partner. And our nervous system will detect that through microscopic facial expressions, like they are even not even perceptive that we would normally perceive logically, but we're perceiving them at a deeper level. And then the tone of voice, right? Not necessarily what the person says, but the tone of voice. So we're picking up, we're receiving that. And in a sexual situation, a woman's body is so finely tuned to pick up these things that evoke whether the person has good intentions towards her or manipulative intentions or, whatever. And so her body will shut down in a state of freeze. Her autonomic nervous system will. And even if she's with another partner, okay, so that happened and now she's chosen another partner and this guy has good intentions. He only wants the best for her. If she hasn't worked through that from the last partner that her body shut down with, it's not like you can just flip a switch and say, hey, this guy means good to me. I am just going to feel open-hearted towards him. Well, you have to get your nervous system on board with you, right? Because your nervous system doesn't know because the vagus nerve is 80% afferent. So 80% of the communication between the brain and the body comes from the body to the brain, and only 20% comes from the brain to the body. So in this instance, your brain it's not necessarily mind over matter is what I'm trying to say. You can't okay, body, get with it. We're going to love now. No, you got it. This is where somatic body work comes in and all of that. But the only thing I would differ with that, and this is speaking from personal experience, speaking from working with people, I don't believe necessarily has to take years. I mean, it can for some people, but it doesn't necessarily have to take years. One of the things to realize as well in this discussion is if there is a fear response, right? This can happen a lot with women. They're with a wonderful partner. They're with a safe partner. The partner just only wants the best for them, but they feel fear. Like there's something going on that they feel shut down or frozen or something like that. They're not really accessing their full sexual potential in that moment. And the question is this happening right now in 2023 in this time and space, or is this a younger version of myself that's showing up now? Right. Mm-hmm. And so to realize that, then this is not something that your partner can rescue you from, or he can do anything from necessarily. In a certain extent they can, but this is where just reconnecting with yourself through self-compassion, through mindfulness, I do teach that it is helpful to have some kind of, I work with women who choose a goddess, right? So whatever tradition they come from, some type of divine feminine guidance, and to have that relationship there first. So there's something called a secure attachment in psychology, right? And a lot of times we're told, well, if you didn't grow up with a securely attached situation in your childhood, you're going to always feel anxious or avoidant for the rest of your life. Well, that kind of messes things up if you're going to follow that philosophy for a lot of people, including myself. But it also makes you kind of unstable ground for the rest of your life. Because what if your partner is a wonderful person, but they're having a bad day and they don't attend to you and they don't attend to your needs? That puts a lot of pressure on your partner. So I don't agree with that psychological theory, how they tell you to kind of work with that. I believe that we are spiritual. If we really see ourselves as energy, we are spiritual beings, and cultivating a spiritual connection with a divine presence can bring that secure attachment to ourselves. And having that connection, having that sense of security and peace in our own private meditation time and our own, when those fears come up, taking yourself away from your partner and having time on your own to really be present, love yourself through it, but also know that there is a part of you, this divine essence that we've talked about a little bit today, that has never been harmed. And that is your true identity.